I'm a human boy with a golden touch, searching to destroy, 'cause I've been looking for love too much. I'll show me, and I'll show you too. $50 in my knuckles says I could make a fool out of you. And everybody knows it. They tell me all the time I'm worth at least $1 million, and I barely have a dime. But that's alright. Yeah, that's alright. Took a midnight ride to another place, just to widen my eyes and put a new look on my face. No one ever told me I would get this cough. Oh Lord, they bought and sold me, and I still haven't gotten off. And everybody knows it. They tell me all the time I'm worth at least $1 million, and I barely have a dime. But that's alright. Yeah, that's alright. In the same old towns, in the same old shirt, I'm just going around trying to bury all of my dirt. If you never miss me, oh, you could get in line. I've been living lonely so far, and I'm doing just fine. And everybody knows it. They tell me all the time I'm worth at least $1 million, and I barely have a dime. Oh, but that's alright. And everybody knows it. They tell me all the time I'm worth at least $1 million, and I barely have a dime. Oh, but that's alright. Yeah, that's alright. Oh, that's alright. Oh, that's alright. Yeah. Take it easy, my friend, the rest is yet to come. Yeah, we're rounding the bend, but there's still work to be done. You've got to do it for yourself. You can't lean on anybody else, so steel yourself, the rest is yet to come. It's a rainy parade, but the rest is yet to come. And the colors all fade, 'cause they have nowhere to run. The long and lonely road ahead is gonna make you wish that you were dead. So steel yourself, the rest is yet to come. Yeah. We are living in a dirty world. Nobody's coming clean. Good-hearted people do terrible things when the end justifies the means. All right. You're gonna wander out in the dark, shoot to kill and miss your mark. But don't be sad, the rest is yet to come. Do 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 do. Oh, just be glad, the rest is yet to come. All right. Thank you. Well, her soaking leather jacket was heavy as the pain in the Memphis rain. In the Memphis rain, diamond drops are sparkling on the zipper and the chain. In the Memphis rain, in the Memphis rain, please. Silver lining, my old friend, come back around again. In the Memphis rain, in the Memphis rain. His CB 750 is taking her away. In the Memphis rain, in the Memphis rain. That motorcycle madman has led her heart astray. In the Memphis rain, in the Memphis rain, please. Silver lining, my old friend, come back around again. In the Memphis rain, in the Memphis rain. Wishes are like lightning, don't you move too slow. In the Memphis rain, in the Memphis rain. Oh, the pain comes when you touch one and have to let it go. In the Memphis rain, in the Memphis rain, please. Silver lining, my old friend, come back around again. In the Memphis rain, in the Memphis rain, in the Memphis rain, in the Memphis rain. Ooh. Thank you.
One day, a wise young man threw down his apron and he said, "I quit. I have been considering the meaning of existing, and I'm pretty sure this ain't it. So he climbed the tallest mountain. He found the tallest tree. Seeking a peace within himself, he waited patiently. It would seem as if all were folly, as he waited more and more, exploring the nature of existing until he came to its very core. It was then he became enlightened, and it was there he began to sob. He said, "Oh shit, I quit my job." Everybody ready for the get-together? They named that goddamn kiss-ass and handleman vice president of human resources or something. He stood up and made a speech about how we would all have to work even harder now. I thought harder now. Harder at what? I would give anything to get up and walk out of here, but I am stuck on the corner of sanity and madness. Oh yeah, now I'm looking them over. Can't see no difference. I'm making money out of paper, paper out of trees. Oh, we're making so much money we can hardly breathe. You ought to hear the shit that I get from my daughter. She says that she can't stand the sight of the car I bought her. It's gonna ruin her life forever. She don't drive a rag top. Her and her mother spend my money pretty much non-stop. They're trying to break me for the sake of the neighborhood. They need everybody up and down our street to think we're doing good. We're stuck on the corner of sanity and madness, looking them over. I can't see no difference. We're making money out of paper. We make the paper out of the trees. We're making so much money we can hardly breathe. I didn't even want to study fucking economics. My parents made me. They said it would be practical. I can't make my kid do a goddamn thing I tell him to. That kid's an unrepentant radical. He is as unimpressed by these plaques in my cubicle as I am secretly impressed with his ability to look at everything so completely irresponsibly. I'm stuck on the corner. Oh, look out. The sanity and madness. Oh Lord, I look in them over. I can't see no difference. We're making money out of paper, paper out of trees, making so much money we can hardly breathe. To call that little pecker Mr. Handelman. I drove home from work as mad as I'd ever been, and then I nearly jerked the kid out of a drive-through window. He said, "Will that be everything?" I said, "What the fuck would you know? You are looking at a man that's about to buy his little girl a rag top. What are you driving? A bicycle, you little punk? I'm stuck on the corner of sanity and madness. Oh yeah, now I'm looking them over. Can't see no difference. We're making money out of paper, paper out of trees, making so much money we can hardly. I say we're making so much money that we can hardly. Oh, we're making so much money we can hardly breathe. Oh man, that's probably the best first song of the whole thing. All right, shit. I'll tell you what. I believe it was the great Rufus Thomas who first said, "Man, I feel so unnecessary." Well, cows around, I'll sing you a song about a crazy old world that was coming along until one day some fool made the fateful decision to turn on the goddamn television. Of course, the radio reported that we would all ignore it, and the paper said that we had no time for it. But before you knew it, we knew Milton Berle, and we all had a brand new escape from the world. We were all tuned in before too long. We're watching a man walk on the moon, and he made it look as easy as driving a car. The video killed the radio star. I got the talking blues. talking blues are easy to do. All you gotta rhyme is a line or two. You just rhyme a line or two and then you don't ever have to rhyme again. See? Swimming pools, movie stars, you just say whatever you want. Works almost every time. Say sitcom, catchphrase, game show nation. Television soon defied explanation. As the situation grew to such a degree, eventually we'd hear about this cable TV. Of course, the free TV news said that we would all ignore it and that your average family couldn't afford it. But again, they were wrong, and eventually everybody had their MTV, and we were all tuned in. But now the shock was watching a kid do a thing called the moonwalk. It was really just sliding backwards, eventually too far. Reality killed that video star. I got the talking blues. So simple at first, it was hard to foresee this impending collision with reality. But it soon seemed television turned on itself when that real world came on like it was something else. Of course, actors all acted like they weren't floored, hoping eventually that we would all get bored. But one after the other, we pretended not to act as we hurtled ever forward toward alternative fact. Then a show came, The Apprentice came on, and pretty soon, an old man with a comb over it sold us the moon. We stayed tuned in, and now here we are. Reality killed by a reality star. I got the talking blues. Pussycat. Oh, Dolly, hot today. How many people got the shots? You guys get your shots. I get mine a week from Tuesday. My friend Mike Sadie in Portland says he's avoiding getting his shot because he's going to lose his excuse to day drink. And that feels right. I got to stand with him on that. Ain't that some bullshit? I'm going to do that. Ain't that some bullshit? I'll try it. Good evening, my fellow Americans. Or shall I say, I can't do that one. I should have practiced that. That's one of the best ones, too. But if you listen to it at home, who could you? Well, I don't think I can get that one today, Bri. I fucked up the whole show, and it was going to be the best show we'd had. I blame others. When something happens at a gig, if I'm playing a gig, and something like that would happen, I would play Can't Complain. A little out of place, a little out of tune, so lost in space, racing that moon, climbing a wall of a hurricane. Still over the road, I can't complain. All I wanted was one chance, let freedom ring. I had to get a permit, a bunch of tags and everything. I never made it through the red tape. I got this paper hat, I got a job working weekdays. You want fries with that? I've got nothing to lose. Ain't nothing to gain. Like a one-way ticket to cruising passing lane. I can't complain. I was talking with my girlfriend. I told her I was stressed. I said I'm going off the deep end. She said, God, for once, give it a rest. We're all waiting in the dugout, thinking we should pitch. How you gonna throw a shutout if all you do is bitch? I got nothing to lose, nothing to gain. It's like a one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. I can't complain. I got a brand new dance. I need one more shot. I just need one last chance. No, I won't get caught. I'm gonna make my last stand, and this time I can't be bought. And then again, on the other hand, how much have you got? I've got nothing to lose. Ain't nothing to gain. It's like a one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. I can't complain. A little out of place, a little out of tune, so lost in space, racing that moon, climbing the wall of a hurricane, still overall. I can't complain. Overall, I can't complain. Yeah, pulled us out of the weeds there, I'll tell you. Made up for that other song. I'll tell you, it doesn't really matter the songs. Anyway, ow, my neck. Most people just tune in for the talking, but this part is the best part. This is where I really shine. In the in-between songs. That's where I really tell long, funny stories. I'm going to do this. This is truer than people would think, you know? This is the one that Cat made a movie out of, Just Like Old Times. Well, there's a Coke machine glowing through a parking lot. You call out a room with a view. It was the best night of pool that I ever shot, and I made a lot of money too. Looking for some company in the weekly scene. I seen an ad that just had to be you. I hadn't seen you since New Orleans. I never did figure out where you'd run off to. I know I looked bad the last time you saw me, but lately I've been doing all right. I won a tournament last week in Oklahoma City. Hustled half of this town tonight. I got some cocaine if you want some. The best that I could find. Either we could just sit here and talk all night. If that big old guy out in your car don't mind, like old time. We're gonna screw off a top on a bottle of wine. Living out our own kind of American dream. Look like an old time. Your goal was always the same as mine. You didn't want to throw your fishing line in that old mainstream. No, I ain't expecting nobody but you. I don't know who that could be at the door. But I'm pretty sure that you've got a clue, and I'll bet you've been to this hotel before. Put the you-know-what in the bathroom, but don't flush it down just yet. Put your pager in my suitcase, I'll get the window. You light a cigarette, it'll be like old time. Just like the old time. Living out our own kind of American dream. Just like old time. Your goal was always the same as mine. You didn't want to throw your fishing line in that old mainstream. No, sir, officer, you don't understand. We're just a couple of old friends drinking wine. I'm sure she is, but that ain't all she is. She is also an old friend of mine. I got a high school picture right here in my wallet, 1982. I said, no, sir, officer, no offense taken. You have a good night, too. All right. Good thing you didn't throw this away. Baby, turn up that radio. I'm pretty sure that cop knew what we were up to. I guess he just decided to let us go. But do you know what? Don't make such a thing about that picture. That was just something I kept. Don't get all sentimental on me now, girl. You haven't even told me your new name yet. Old time, just like them old time, living out our own kind of American dream. I said it's just like old time, just like them old time. You didn't want to throw your fishing line in that old mainstream, and you didn't, baby. Hallelujah, glory, glory. Hallelujah. All right. I like that one. That took a long time. Here's another one I like a bunch. That's what back where I come from. That sounds like that. Low gray clouds rolling over my head. I'm walking up a hill to get my fortune read. I can still take this rejection, but it's getting harder to do. Wish I could show you how you hurt me in a way that wouldn't hurt you too. They got tennis shoes hanging from a telephone wire. I've got a little money, I could get a little bit higher. I was all right for a while, but you know how that goes. Everything in moderation, including moderation, I suppose. I never did like the people where I was employed. They were always out to get me cause I'm paranoid. Now I'm working for myself and that don't pay a lousy dime. If what we are here to do is learn to forgive, I'm gonna need more time. Too soon to tell, too soon to tell, too soon to tell. By and by, oh Lord, it's too soon to tell what's going to happen to you when you die. It's too soon to tell what we will ever avenge. They say that living well is the best revenge. I say bullshit. Best revenge is revenge. This isn't over, Lord, we're gonna meet again. Then I said, good Lord, if you are still up there, you have sure got some nerve. It seems like even the wicked, we get worse than we deserve. We're afraid to die. Every goddamn one of us, I swear to God, it's like you're making fun of us, not worth keeping, or too good to keep. If you've got a better secret, keep it from me. And if you are so God Almighty, well, then what's with all of this mystery? I want to trust you, buddy, but you're clearly keeping secrets from me. Too soon to tell, too soon to tell, too soon to tell. By and by, Lord, it's too soon to tell what's gonna happen to you when you die. At the fortune tellers on the second floor, and bright red letters hanging off of her door, it said closed. I think it might have been some kind of a sign. You don't give up on me, baby. I think I could be losing my mind. Lord, I have just met too many people. I love them all too much. They're scattered all over this whole country. I can never possibly stay in touch with all of them. I'm fucking traveling. Almost forever, it seems. I woke up one morning with a lot more memories than dreams. A low gray cloud rolling over my head. I'm walking up a hill Well, to get my fortune read, I can still take this rejection, but Lord God, it gets harder to do. I wish I could show you how you hurt me in a way that wouldn't hurt you too. I wish I could show you how you hurt me in a way that wouldn't hurt you too. Yeah. Check out this coat I got. Gave it to me. East Nashville, you know, on the cover. Instead of sending it back, I sent him that East Nashville. And I said, I'm not giving it back. And they were cool with it. Look at that. Look at how many coats died so that this one could live. Such a shame. Oh, wow. Now I look really terrific. This is new? Is this shirt new? That was fun. I'll tell you, man, that made me think of this. You want to hear a funny story? There's this place, the Library of Congress, where there's all these poems by unknown poets. And this song I'm going to sing was a poem by an unknown woman in a brothel. And many years later, Dave Van Ronk took the words of the poem and he made up chords to the poem. And so that would mean it was a traditional song, and then the arrangement would be Dave Van Ronk. And then he played that version for Bob Dylan. And Bob Dylan put it on his record before Dave Van Ronk could put it on his. And just used the chords. Hey, man, shoot. That's Bob you're talking about. And then the Animals did the shit out of it, though. I've always loved this one since I was really a kid. I want to try it. Wait. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many poor girl, and Lord, God knows I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sold these new blue jeans. And my father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing that a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he can be satisfied is when he's on a drum. So mother, tell your children not to do as I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery at that house of the rising sun. With one foot on the platform and one foot on the train, I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. I said, with one foot on the platform and my other foot going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. Yeah, some lady wrote that, man. That was fun to do. What else can I do? Let me see. You know what I haven't done in forever? Is spill my jacket on my new coat, or I spilled my jacket on my coat. I'm pretty fucking high today. It's just the other morning, I was hanging around in my house. I had that new book with pictures of Madonna naked, and I thought, I'd check it out. Just then a friend of mine came through the door. Said she'd never pegged me for no scumbag before. She said she didn't ever want to see me anymore, and I still don't know why. I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm an alright guy. I just won't live until I gotta die. I know I ain't perfect, but God knows I try. I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm alright. Now I know I'm dirty, and I know I smoke a lot of dope sometimes. Man, it ain't like I went on TV and tore up a picture of the Pope like Sanity O'Connor did that time. I know I get wild and I know I get drunk. Ain't like I've got a bunch of bodies in my trunk. My old man used to call me a no good punk, and I still don't know why. I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm an alright guy. I just won't live until I've gotta die. I know I ain't perfect, but God knows I try. I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm alright. I said I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm alright. Alright. I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm alright. I made that up in 1994, and that just made me think of this one, because this song is kind of about things we used to do that we don't do anymore. I tried to make it sound like a story, but really it's just like a list of things we used to do. I'm gonna do, you know what I'm doing? Brian over there is the one in charge of feeding me the lyrics. Joel's filming it. Colin is bringing it to you live in your homes. And, man, I'm just, you know, I'm here too. Today's not going to probably go down as one of the best ones, I can tell. But, you know, I showed up. Fuck you, what do you want for nothing? And besides, I can still salvage this. But, you know, if you only know me from this, man, the shows are different, man. If you come out on the road and see me, we'll see how it goes. But sometimes... I'm playing with my fingers. You were smoking cigarettes on the airplane. I was waiting right there for you at your gate. Had to pull off the highway just to find a payphone. Or when the line was busy, though, you know, you just had to wait. Day after day going by like nothing is ever gonna change. I sit day after day go by like nothing is ever Hitting what you're aiming for, you forgetting what you missed. All you seem to know for sure now is how you can't go on like this day after day. It's just like overnight, day after day. It's just like overnight. We've been killing our time now here forever. Since way back before all of this so-called reality. Hell, I remember when you used to have to walk all the way over just to turn the channel on that goddamn TV. It seems like a day after day goes by like nothing is ever gonna change. Just like overnight, it's like it is never gonna be the same. Hitting what you're aiming for, you're forgetting what you missed. All you seem to know for sure now is how you can't go on like this day after day. It's just like overnight, hey, a day after day, hey, it's just like overnight, yeah, a day after day, Lord, it's just like overnight. All right, all right, all right. For a loop today, huh? I'm gonna stay off the map for 300. I was just thinking of another one I wanted to do. Day after day. Oh man, I'm spacing it now. Well, I had it though. There's one I'd like to try. Credit complications in your checkout line. It's an awkward situation almost every time you leave your card behind, and they keep the groceries too. Yeah, they do. You try telling everybody it's a terrible mistake, but you can tell they don't believe that's true. It's written all over you when you're broke. I hung my head down as I walked out the door. I'm never ever going back to that store. They treated me like a bum in front of everyone behind me in the line. It was all my friends and neighbors looking at me like I'd committed some kind of crime. I guess you ain't worth a dime when you're broke. Why have I hid money like I did in my day? Just out of spite, I think I'd give it away. I thought it didn't even matter anyway, and the more I thought, the madder I got. By the time I got home, I was seeing red. I pulled that gun up out from under my bed. I put a sock on my head, and into the night I flew. Away I flew. The next thing I know, I've got blood on my hands, but I got some money in my pockets too. You don't know what you'll do till you do what you do when you're broke. Now if I had money like I did in my day, I'd buy a car and drive us far away. Of course, you know I've got this debt to pay to society. Honey, wait for me. With good behavior, I'll be out in 7 years. Don't worry over me or shed any tears. I've learned a lot in here. I know the chance I blew. Ooh. The next time I won't make the same mistake. I'll shoot the camera out too. We're learning all kinds of things we could do when you're broke. When you're broke. When you're broke. Yeah, man. I'm gonna do a shaver song. You know, I had a surgery when we had that time off. So you can't blame me. I'm still under anesthetics. Last week was just a fluke. Okay. Well, my woman left me, and I'm so glad she did. Well, my old gal left me. I'm glad she took her kid. Well, I've got less mouth to feed and more room to sleep in bed. I got the good news blues. I'm smiling on a rainy day. Yeah. I got the good news blues. I sung all my troubles away. Ain't got no aching bone. Ain't got no bills to pay. You know these politicians, they tell you what you think you want to hear. Let's hear one day, it's right out that other ear. Well, they promise you whiskey, they won't even give you no beer. I got the good news blues, I'm smiling on a rainy day. I got the good news blues, sung all my troubles away. Ain't got no aching bones, ain't got no bill to pay. No, 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 no way. Good news blues, I'm smiling on a rainy day. I got the good news blues, sung all my troubles away. Ain't got no aching bone, ain't got no bill to pay. Oh no, no. Ain't got no bills to pay. Gotta get my toupee from somebody else. I still got it, Jen. It's just that I spilled my water, and the whole show, the light show, was kind of not as good today. You know what? We do have lights in here, though. Pretty soon, very soon, right? I'll be vaccinated soon, then we can have people in here during this. Yeah, because they'd break everything. Well, you know. There's some. This song is written by Kevin Gordon, one of my favorite singers and writers and guitar players. He lives very close to here. He's played with me a lot in the Bulldogs. And he wrote this, and it became the main song for that band, the Hardworking Americans. He wrote a song called Deuce and a Quarter, Ain't a Cadillac. Keith Richards cut it. What? Yup. Well, in mud-covered dogs, garden shotgun shack, a red door on a green Cadillac, hot wind blowing smoke through the graveyard streets, a face I recognize staring back at me. Ain't going down to the well no more, believe I had my fill. I worked that ground till I done got so, ain't going down to the well no more. I played that dive 20-some odd years, through the faith and the whiskey you face your fear. Well, I remember the night you broke down to the core. You threw a black Stratocaster through a plate glass door. Ain't going down to the well no more. Believe I had my fill. With that ground till I done got sore. Ain't going down to the well. See that a woman in the corner, brother, she knows every inch of my body, every mile of my soul. We used to shake 'em on down to the blazing day. What you doing here tonight, watching me that way? I ain't going down to the well no more. I believe I've had my fill. Ain't going down to the well no more. Ain't going down to the well no more. I have my fill. I work that ground till I done got sore. Ain't going down to that well. Ain't going down to the well no more. I believe I've had my fill. Yeah, Kevin Gordon, man. What a good cat. What a good cat. Kevin Kinney, we did some of his songs last week, and I fucked one of them up. Well, he didn't care. He didn't care about that. Me and Kevin, did I tell you about our plan to we're going to retire together in Florida and get those windbreaker sweatsuits that make sounds when you walk? And jewelry. I'm going to get into jewelry. Shit, when I get old. And Kevin and me are doing that together. I've come down here one last time, a few times, after that, but that was just for old time's sake. And I know I've come down here a few times for no good reason at all. But this time I swear that I'm just down here by mistake, ascending into madness, rest in chaos, my old friend. May you ascend. I quit drinking for the reason I started drinking, man, when it makes me feel better than I already do. From rags to riches, to rags to richly embellished accounts of the truth, ascending in madness. Rest in chaos, my old friend. May you ascend. Sang you my song and then another song, not knowing if I gave you a choice, you'd make it. It would hit you just like I was dying, they say, but it was worse. I was able to take it, I ascended into madness. Rest in chaos, my old friend. May you ascend. The dead, they've been around this block a few times, more than you have, a few times more than we all had, way back before he was even paid. And they say that upon the sea of hypocrisy, well, the shore is just another way, ascending into madness. Rest in chaos, my old friend. May you ascend. I'm really enjoying playing guitar today. If some days, all the days are different, I suppose. Let's see, what else can I do that would be a trip? Be a trippy fun through the... If tomorrow never come, I don't give a damn. If tomorrow never comes, I ain't gonna be afraid to meet my nigga just where I am. You can't prove anything, but one thing is true. If you could steal from me, I could steal from you. I say any kind of heaven, everybody don't get in. Ain't seem like heaven to me. Well, they tell you that the Garden of Eden was perfect, but you couldn't even eat off the apple tree. And for heaven's sake, you had to watch that snake lying to your woman constantly out of mustard, scratched his head, looked up to heaven and said, Lord, this isn't doing it for me. If tomorrow never comes, I don't give a damn. If tomorrow never comes, I ain't gonna be afraid to come and meet you just where I am. I can't do anything I'm dying to. Well, if tomorrow never comes, they say tonight I'll have to do. I said I don't even claim to know what's going on around here. I don't even know where I'm from. I know where I'm going when I get to where I'm going, what I'm doing when I get done. They tell me I'm forgiven if I ask to be. I said permission should have come so easily. I'm piling cores up underneath this apple tree. I singing, oh Lord, have mercy on me if tomorrow never comes. And tonight is all I got. If tomorrow never comes, I ain't gonna be afraid to come and meet you just the way I night. Can't do anything and then you die. Judge the judgmental, and what am I? Either way, I'm every guy that I've tried not to be. I want everything as good as it gets. I've learned nothing but that there's another sunrise coming for me, all but one of the times that it says. And if tomorrow never comes, well, tomorrow never comes. Yeah, tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow never comes. Big and wicked, working perfect rhythm. If worms had daggers, birds wouldn't fuck with them. Oh no, they would not fuck with them. Oh man, what else? What else can we do today? You know what I'm gonna do? There's this kid in Texas named Brian. He wrote a book that's about me, but and he let me read it. And the best thing about it I liked was he went and talked to this guy named Kent Blasey, who wrote If Tomorrow Never Comes and Beer Run too. And he was just really cool. I want to meet that guy now. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run. Oh fuck yeah. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run. All you need is a 10 and a 5 or a car, a key, and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run. A couple of frat guys from Abilene drove out all night to see Robert Earl Keen at the K-Pig Swine and Soiree dance. They wore baseball caps and khaki pants. They wanted cigarettes, so to save some money, they got one off these hippies that smelled kind of funny, and the next thing they knew, they were both really hungry and pretty thirsty too. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run. All you need is a 10 and a 5 for a car, a key, and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run. found a store with the sign said their beer was coldest, so they sent in Brad because he looked the oldest. He got a case of beer and a candy bar. He walked over to where all those registers are. He laid his fake ID on the countertop. The clerk he turned to look back up and stopped, and he said, "Kid, I'm not going to call the cops, but fuck, I got to keep the card." The guys both took it pretty hard. They took it hard. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5, a car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. They met this other old hippie named Sleepy John. He said he was the guy from Robert Earl's song. Gave him the cash, he got him some booze. It was a beautiful day out in Santa Cruz, and they were feeling so good it should have been a crime. The crowd was cool and the band was prime. They made it back up front to their seats just in time to sing with all their friends. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. Oh, B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5, a car, a key, and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. How the fuck is that not a Budweiser commercial? Why am I not just laying in piles of money going, all we need is 10 and a 5, case of Budweiser. Somebody out there, geez, it rhymes. Why am I working so hard? Wouldn't that pay just a fuck ton? What's it pay, I wonder, if you sell out like that? Better be good. All right, well, let's see. What else can we do? We got all this equipment. I don't want to stop, man. Oh, shit, I got the cape on. Oh, nailed it. Oh, life too short to worry, life too long to wait. But too short not to love everybody, life too long to hate. I meet a lot of men, they haggle, finagle all the time, trying to save a nickel, maybe make it a dime. Not me, Lord knows, sorry, baby, I ain't got no time. Old Miss Verge attended bar at a shack out in the hill. They never made her no money, boy, but it paid up all of her bills. She must have been 80 years old. Her heart was warm and her beer was cold. She weighed way more than she ever sold. She'd be smiling all the time. I used to sing off in the corners like every Friday night to a loud crowd of cowboys, bikers, and barroom fights. Well, they'd be drinking beer and they'd be carrying on, and not one of them would listen to one of my songs. Old Miss Virgie, though, she'd be singing along. She said she knew them all by heart. And then one night after closing up, she poured me a beer. She said, come over here and sit down, you little shit. I got something that you need to hear. She said, life ain't that easy getting through. Everybody gonna try to make it tough on you. I can tell you right now, if you dig what you do, Lord, they're never gonna get you down. Life too short to worry, life too long to wait. But it's too short not to love everybody, and life too long to hate. I meet a lot of men that haggle and finagle all the time. They're trying to save a nickel, maybe make it dime. And I may, Lord knows, sorry, said I ain't got the time. I ain't seen old Virgie, I guess it's probably been 20 years. I've been bumming around this country, I sing my songs for my tips and my beers. And now the nights are long, the driving's tough, hotels are weird and the pay sucks. I can't dig what I do enough, Lord, it never ever get me down. I'm always singing about a life too short to worry, life too long to wait. It's too short not to love everybody, life too long to hate. I meet a lot of men, they haggling and finagling all the time, trying to save a nickel, maybe make it a dime. Well, I may, Lord knows, sorry, baby, I ain't got no time. I did not may, Lord knows, sorry, baby, I ain't got no time. That's right. That's right. Let's see, what else can we do? Hi, buckaroos. Here we go again. I'm trying to slide one by you one more. It don't matter how you do it, I figure. Just do it like you know what you're doing. Hell, I've been down that road once or twice before. Yeah, to get in by my stock and trade. Living it day to day. Picking up the pieces wherever they fall. Just letting it roll, letting them high times carry low. I'm just living my life easy come, easy go. Income tax is overdue. I think she is too. I've been busted, I'll probably get busted some more. I'll catch it all later. I can't let them stop me now, oh Lord, I've been in there once or twice before. Yeah, to get in by my stock and trade, living there day to day, picking up the pieces wherever they fall. Just letting it roll, letting them high time carry low. I just living my life easy come, easy go. Last week I was thinking, oh, it's record time again. And I could see Mike Napeman pacing the floor. Oh, Mike, don't you worry, something bound to come out. Feel like I've been down this road once or twice before. Oh, getting by my stock and trade, living it day to day. Picking up the pieces wherever they fall. When they fall, that's all. Just letting it roll, letting them high time carry low. I'm living my life easy come, easy go. Old Jerry Jeff Waffle, having it. All right, I'm just gonna do this one more and let you get back to your Sundays. I appreciate you tuning in every week. Next week will be better. Brian kind of ruined this week. Just looking at me. No, it's fun. This ain't bad. Let's see, what else? Was there any pronouncements I was supposed to make before we left town? When? Today? Well, I can't. I gotta keep playing. All right, that's it. Let's see, let's do this. I knew Mambo jangles and he danced for you. A worn-out shoe, silver hair, a ragged shirt and baggy pants. It is the old soft shoe. He jumped up so high, oh Lord, he jumped up high. He laughed and slapped his leg and then he stepped. He said his name, Bojangles, and he danced a leg across the cell. He grabbed his pants, prepared to stand to jump so high. He clicked his heel, he let go away loud. Oh Lord, he let go loud. He threw back his clothes all around. Mr. Bojangles, oh Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, you're the dance. They dance for those at minstrel shows and county fairs. throughout the South. He spoke in tears of 15 years, how his dog and him, they traveled about. His dog up and died, Lordy up and died. For 20 years he still grieved. Well, now he dance come every chance in honky tonks for drinks and tips. Most of the time I spend behind these county bars. I drink me some beers. He shook his head, and as he shook his head, I heard someone ask him please. Mr. Bojangles, oh now Mr. Bojangles, yeah now Mr. Bojangles, come on down. So this is the 1 year anniversary of this show. What's the date? What is it now? What's the month?
It's March 28th.
It's March?
We did on March 29th last year.
No shit. Well, all right. Well, I had planned a whole theme-centric show, but I forgot. I spaced it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave you with this one. I appreciate you giving us your time every Sunday for a whole year. You have no idea how much you've saved a bunch of us here, everybody in this room. So thank you for that. And we really are looking forward to getting back out there and singing everybody. Really miss everybody. Well, if we never get together again, please forgive me for all of these fools I've been. See if you can remember me when I was listening to my better angel. Or just see if you can remember me, or when I was listening. It's like a force of nature that's coming over me. I can't keep myself from moving. I can't keep from moving. It's like a force of nature. Like a force of nature. May your hopes always outweigh your doubts, until this old world finally punches you out. May you always play your music loud enough to wake up all of your neighbors. Or may you play loud enough to always wake yourself up. It's like a force of nature is coming over me, but I can't keep myself from moving. I can't keep from moving. It's like a force of nature, yeah. Like a force of nature, yeah. Like a force of nature. like a force of nature. Y'all, thank you for tuning in again. I rearrange to you. Have a good Christmas. We'll see you next time. Seacrest, bringing that back. Lively up yourself, don't be a drag. I said lively up yourself, reggae is a whole new bag. I said lively up yourself, don't say no. I said lively up yourself, because I say so. You gotta rock so, you rock so, you rock it to my door. You dip so, like you never did before. You skank so, oh yeah, come on. You come so, be alive today. I said you gotta lively up yourself, don't be a drag. I say lively up yourself, this year gonna be a whole new bag. I say lively up yourself, baby, don't say no. Lively up yourself, because I said so. Here's what you gonna do now. I'm trying to wonder why you act so, Don't you hear the man say, they said lively up yourself, don't be a drag. I said lively up yourself, Lord, the reggae is a whole new bag. Lively up yourself, don't say no. Lively up yourself, because I said so. Yeah, y'all go out into this pretty Sunday and have a good time. We're gonna do the same thing. We'll tune in next week, where our special guest will be Cindy Howard of Laverne and Shirley, who's gonna come in and sing some songs. Till next week. Put your foot on the rock and push it till the good time roll. Put your foot on the rock and push it till the good time roll. Here's to Colonel Bruce Hampton, may he rest the good Lord's soul. That's what them rodeo cowboys would yell when they was ready to go. Turn me loose, I'll never play the same. Yeah, that's what rodeo the cowboys used to yell when they was ready to go. Turn me loose, I'll never play the same. It's like another way to say Eureka or Geronimo. Well, if faith moves mountains, what's it take to leave them alone? Turn me loose, I'll never be the same. I said if faith moves mountains, well, what's it take to leave them alone? Turn me loose, I'll never be the same. Well, I believe these mountains get it round just fine on their own. Turn me loose, until the tide turns over and come tumbling down from above. Turn me loose, I'll never be the same. Until the tide comes over and come tumbling down from above. Turn me loose, I'll never be the same. I won't be moved by more than sorrow or settle for a less than love. You turn me loose, turn me loose. You know you'll never make no difference if all you do is nickel and dime. Turn me loose, I'll never be the same. You know you never make no difference if all you do is nickel and dime. Turn me loose, I'll never be the same. If we can only help just one person, we're wasting our time. We've got to get to everybody. Got to get to everybody. Got to get to everybody. We've got to get to everybody. If we could only help just one person, wasting our time. Alright. We've got to get to everybody. Got to get to everybody. Got to get to everybody. I'm gonna get to everybody. I get to everybody. Turn me loose. Turn me loose. Turn me loose. I'm play guitar. Video diary, day 2, song 2. We got a drum part, and then I made some fake background singing. Okay, keep all of that and give me one more. Let's just take a minute. Ready, come on, somebody. You better get ready, come on, somebody. One day a wise young man threw down his apron and he said, I quit. Is everybody ready for the get together? Is everybody ready for the get together? Day after, forever. Come on, somebody. my pants on 2 legs at a time like no man before me. Come on, somebody.